is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gators offense will get first crack at it today. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not...
Makes the grab in their space. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now here's Sellers. Out wide right, it's Henderson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Payne. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, it's Henderson. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Churns into the pile. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, South Carolina!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Dropping back, it's Pruitt. Rushes on. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll finally pull him down after the big gain inside the 20-yard line, but it might all be for naught. There is a penalty marker on the play. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to make one miss. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for room. It's Payne.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. Look out! Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Sellers. Oh, pressure's coming. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Montgomery. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
That pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Makes the catch and he's free. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gets the back moving. Drops back. It's Pruitt. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Keeps it on the bootleg. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Sellers. Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. On the return. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Using his feet. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Gators will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls it in on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
Trying to run, it's Montgomery. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Pruitt. Under pressure. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gator! Put 6 on the board.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hits inside. It's Henderson. They put the brakes on it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Keeping his eyes downfield, and he avoids the sack.
This pass rush was real, man. They forced the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Still on his feet. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Going to the run, it's Montgomery. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Breaks into the open. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the 1st down marker. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throwing, Sellers. The quick out. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Rush is on. Myers on the move. Right side, it's Fox. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Finds a crease. It's Montgomery. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's first take a look at Georgia State taking on the number 11 team, the UAB Blazers. And it's Georgia State setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game inside the swamp. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the South Carolina head coach coming out of the locker room. One of the things he said, he is really pleased with how they have started the first half in this tough conference opener. As you know, the SEC is a gauntlet, but he thinks his team set the tone. He said that was a great start, but we can be even better. They cannot take their foot off the gas here to start the third quarter.
Okay, Holly.
Man, we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's James. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Got him quickly. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Right side, it's James. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Leaves it in his belly. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Pruitt. They get to him as he throws. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. And the Gators will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fields the punt. He's got great speed. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Left side is Henderson. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Turning it on. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sellers. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fitted in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. To the air, it's Pruitt. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Sellers. Rolls right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's James. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long right here. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn.
Great move. Now he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Inside. All the way. Touchdown, Gators.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Gamecocks sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Working that wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Play fake, Sellers. Gets rid of it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the 1st down.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Quick give. It's Payne. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. after 3 periods of play, and these two running backs have gone head-to-head. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Pruitt. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Boyd. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Tells to run, wants to pass. And he gets it away.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The fake wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The run inside. It's Henderson. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got him on the RPO. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. Here's Sellers to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't get him to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Payne. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And we've already seen him catch a touchdown, and now they're using his speed in another way. Like, when you have a monster, you give him the football. You feed him. So they give him the football, hand it to him, let him use his speed, get to the outside, make a play, and score a touchdown for this offense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Here we go, ready. Blue 30.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield. It's Pruitt. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Got some room to run. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Go, go.
He'll be dropped. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you...
Snap. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Brought down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with now